Week
What's
six.
up?
Week 6. Week 6.
Week 6.
It's week. This is week 6, right? Week 6 just passed.
I don't even know. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Of the
week 6
season.
Mm-hmm.
Technically
season.
week 7.
I mean, it is week 7, but I mean,
All-Star
I'm just
weekend.
talking about of the regular season tonight. We'll be talking about week 6 of the regular season.
Yep.
Yes.
The week 6, game 6. Whatever y'all want to call it.
We got a lot to talk about today.
Yeah, we do. We got a lot to get into.
Sure do.
Y'all tap in. Let's get it. Let's hoop.
We're back with Let's Hoop every Tuesday night at 8 o'clock p.m. There's no better place for fan interaction with SkyWest stats, highlights, and more. Tune in live for the best SkyWest talk, upcoming matchups, and uplifting moments. Let's Hoop, presented by SkyWest Basketball.
All right, y'all. This week was definitely very interesting.
Man,
we gonna get into some things in a minute because I have some things to say.
Uh-oh.
However, y'all already know what time it is. It's time to get into that top 10. Let's do it. Let's go.
You got something to say?
Hey.
You got something to say?
Yeah, I do have something to say.
Oh, Lord.
We'll get there. We'll get there.
Roll the clip.
Now, there is something I'm excited for because I don't think we've had these clips yet this season. So, without further ado, what the ham sandwich? Let's go.
What the ham sandwich? Yeah.
Wait, I'm sorry. Can we run that back one more time? Can we run that with the ham sandwich back one more time?
What was that? What was that noise? That sounded like the Minions or something. That's what it sounded like.
That's what the play felt like. Like that's literally what the play felt like.
Oh man!
So yeah, and you want to address because I see it in the comments.
It's already there, man. It's already.
It was supposed to have been there. That was an error. It was thought that the points did not count, but the points indeed did not count. I mean, did indeed count, and we're gonna talk about that in itself later. So
yeah, but that's basically what it was, man. I mean, top 10 play. I don't know if that's worthy of it if you get booted because of it. So yeah. I'm just gonna leave it at that. But in my brain,
it counted.
It was a top 10 play.
Especially like when it was too and when it happened.
It was a top 10 play, but we gotta it's politics involved. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so but TJ, props on that dunk, bro. It was nasty, like hands down. So we'll give you a kudos on the show, right? Is that okay? I was giving him his kudos on the dunk, right?
Absolutely. Now. I mean, I'll go with that. I'll go with that.
Yeah. All right. Cool.
All right, so let's get into the first game. We had Bulldogs versus Chargers. Chargers took the cake with 94, and Bulldogs had 72. Darius, we'll start with you.
Okay, so a couple things. Number one, welcome back, Chargers. The Chargers look like the Chargers we know. I'm with Stefan here with investigating the rest, but we'll get into that,
later, y'all.
Y'all wait. Hold yours.
But the Chargers look back. It was good to see KB being KB. I think that was a good showing for him, which he started at the All-Star game and he just kind of picked it back up from there. Right. So I think that was good. Now to go to the Bulldog side, and I talked about it, even on the broadcast then, adding Showtime to the Bulldogs was a huge lift for them. It seemed to give them like a spark. And adding Mike too, Mike and Showtime. Like that was like I said, a huge lift for them, especially losing Nick. Especially with losing Nick, like that was a huge lift for them. But it was like after that first quarter, because they came out and they punched the Chargers in the mouth.
They
came out, they punched the Chargers in the mouth. The Chargers had a lid on the basket, and the Bulldogs took advantage of it. But then something happened, and it was just like they went cold. They went cold in the third quarter. Chargers took off. It was like everything was going wrong for the Bulldogs. Jordan, good. What's the noise? Jordan, the ball spinning on his head. Like it was just like the game got crazy. So yeah, it was just I just think, and then once the Chargers took off, King said it when he was like, they don't need to let this game get up by 10, and game got up by 10, and once the game got up by 10, it was no looking back. Like it just from that point on, it wasn't a game anymore. So that's my take on it. I just felt like the Bulldogs, whatever they had out the gate, fizzled out quickly. That would be my take on it.
Well, it fizzled out because the ball started sticking. So at the beginning of the game, and this happens a lot with them, at the beginning of the game, you have people sharing the rock, people passing the ball, everything like that. And then after that, it's like it becomes hero ball, and I hate to. I mean, I'm just gonna speak facts, and I don't want K-Roll to think I'm just talking trash about him, because K-Roll is really an engine for that team. When he goes, they go, and when he's not on, they kind of fall. So, but the thing about K-Roll that I'm noticing, and I've noticed over the years, it was just like when they get close or get in a crunch, he feels like he has to do it all. He really feels like I have to do it all. And it was times where he got the ball and nobody else touched it. He calling for a pick and he's going to shoot. And not only shoot, but he's shooting over one or two people a lot of times because they know that K-Roll is going to shoot. And K-Roll is actually a capable shooter. You know what I'm saying? He's a very capable shooter. He's a capable scorer. We know he was before the All-Star break, like he was the top scorer. You get what I'm saying? So it becomes K-Roll putting everybody on his back type thing offensively. And I think that really hurts them a lot of times. And I'm not saying he does it every time he goes down the court, but when they're down or when they're close, he feels like I gotta be K-Roll. I gotta put on that cape. You know what I'm saying? And I think it just hurts them because you'll have 2 or 3 plays, where it's the K-Roll show on offense.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's not like I said, I'm not trying to, knock anybody down or anything like that. I'm just saying what I'm seeing. And because I happen to look in the stat books and I'm seeing how many shots are taken. And I'm telling you, in the stat book, it is a bunch of shots, taken by K-Roll. And it's just me looking in the stat book. A bunch of shots being taken by K-Roll versus everybody else. His stat lines are full, and they put makes and misses in there. You know what I'm saying? And it is full, versus everybody else on the team. So Showtime, I think, is a big add to the team. The only thing about Showtime is he lives and dies on that 3-point line. He was shooting a lot of threes. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, man, show something else because it wasn't falling all the time. At some point, you got to say, okay, I'm going to drive this time. You know what I'm saying? Just show him a little something different. But I do think he was a major spark, though, to be honest with you. And he may still be trying to feel his way around the team. So I do understand that. Mike was an energizer bunny. You know what I'm saying? Good add to the team, But once again, that's 2 new pieces, and we're in the second half of the season. So I think if they figure it out, because I do think they've actually begun to play better. They've begun to play better. But if they figure it out, I think they really can be a dangerous team, in the future. So Chargers, come on, man. Like, yeah, Khalil was balling. Guess who else was balling? Omari.
Mm-hmm.
Omari was balling. Look, I think Malik only scored like 13 or 11 points or something like that. He didn't even have to go crazy. You know what I'm saying? You had other people.
Sean, neither one of them had to go crazy.
Neither one of them. So it was just like, I think they're so deep. They're such a deep team. And when people they have formidable players on the bench that come in and actually they're a good piece when they come in. It's not like I got to play them just to rest them. You get what I'm saying? It's like they come in and they contribute in good ways.
Mm-hmm.
So, but shout outs to them. Shout outs to Corian for, putting together that team. It's a well-oiled machine. And, they came in second last year for a reason. So I
was about to be messed right there. Yeah, shout out to Corian for building that team, and shout out to everybody that kept trading him first round.
What's wrong with y'all?
Carl. I'll leave that alone. Anyway.
Yeah. But that's all I got for that game, man. I mean, it was a great game. Like in the beginning, it was a great game, but Chargers did kind of pull away. So Yep.
All right. Well, next game we had Panthers versus Titans. Panthers took the cake this week with 72 and Titans had 67. Scott, we'll start with you.
So, if I had a foot, I put it in my mouth because I believe I called the Titans winning this. And I was like, because, y'all was laughing at me because I was like, yeah, because the Panthers are hurt. Man, the Panthers, listen, it's one thing that I respect people who don't make excuses. Okay? First of all, it starts with the head coach. It starts with Champ.
Definitely.
He's not making excuses. He's working with what he has. And it starts there. And the team is really following in those footsteps. They're not playing like I don't have Jordan this season. I got, 60% bully. They're not playing like that. They're playing like, hey, we want to win now, and they came out like that. And they just slapped the Titans. You know what I'm saying? They just busted them in the mouth. I mean, it is what it is. But at the same time, I don't know what's going on with the Titans. On paper, their talent is ridiculous. On paper, their talent is crazy. Mason is actually playing. He's playing big man basketball. You get what I mean? He's like, because at the beginning of the year when he was with the Red Hawks, I didn't feel like he was playing big man basketball, like, more down low. Man, he got, I mean, he's in the top 10 twice, but he got a dunk, you know what I'm saying, coming off a rebound. Like, Mason's playing, like, his position very well. But I don't know what it is about the Titans that's just like, it's not clicking, because on paper, it seems to me like the Titans had this game. A healthy Titans against a team that's not healthy like that. And once again, it all comes down to hero ball. You have certain people on that team that feel like I gotta shoot, and I gotta make this happen, and it becomes a stingy ball game. Just like I gotta do it.
Like you got to carry it all on your
Exactly. And ultimately, I think that's where the Titans fall, especially when it comes to a game. And I'm not saying, when I say slapped around, it was a close game. It was a good game. But at the end of the day, with the Titans and what they have, I'm just highly surprised that, the Panthers were able to pull that out. But I have to give kudos to Champ and his team, his whole entire team, man, for how they held it down, and how they're not like, I'm not giving up. They're playing very well. And bully, a 60% bully is 100% a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, he a whole cheat code. Somebody built him in the lab. Something going on with him. So, but other than that, he said. You do have a foot.
Right.
but yeah, so that's my take.
I have a question for you that you didn't touch, but I talked about it, and I've even had some conversations about it with Titans staff. But what do you think is going on with Barry? We're talking about a guy who his first season and last season, arguably top 5 in the league. To this season, I think he had 2 points this last game. And he's had this season has been his lowest scoring season in Sky West. And to me, he just doesn't look like Barry. So I want to put that on the table and just see, like, what do you all see in that? What's the problem?
You asking them, or you asking me too?
No, I'm asking you. I want you
Okay.
to. I'm asking you, like, what you didn't touch on that, so I want to know, like, just kind of what you think regarding that.
So I look at Barry like I look at Geno. Okay, so let's go back to when Black Lightning was with the Blazers. Geno let Black Lightning have it. You get what I'm saying? He was like, "You can have it." You know what I'm saying? But we know who Geno is. You get what I'm saying? We know what Geno can do. But he has such a humble spirit. You get what I'm saying? He's a humble guy. He's like, well, I don't want to disrupt what he's doing if, you know what I'm saying, he's doing his thing. That's what I'm seeing in Barry, because Barry has great ability.
Mm-hmm.
But you have somebody like Don Julio, you know what I'm saying, that comes in and he wants to score. He wants to do this. He wants to do that. You know what I'm saying? And I think Barry's just like, and not just Don, I think Lorenzo, like they take a lot of shots, and I think Barry's just like, well, I'm going to fall back. I'm gonna fall back and let them do their thing. I really think that's what it is because Barry, as long as I've known him, he's been a very mild minor guy, So he's just kind of, like I think he's like, I'm gonna just let the game come to me or whatever. Because I just don't think he's been aggressive this year. He just hasn't, to me.
So because that's what I was about to get to. So both the names that you just mentioned, Don and Renzo, both of them did not start the game on Sunday, and Barry started, and he left the game with 2 points.
I get it.
So, what do you think that is? I don't know. I'm asking these questions because I'm rooting for Barry. Like I want him to snap out.
No, I like Barry.
I want him to really kind of do what TJ's done this year. Like remind everybody, like, hey,
I'm that guy
of who I am. Right?
Yeah,
exactly.
I'm that guy. But I think this entire season, it's just he hasn't been that guy, and he's falling back, and he's letting the other guys be that guy. And that's what I'm saying. And it doesn't matter if they don't start or if they do start to me, because he's already in the mentality of, they got it, and I'm just going to play my role. And that's what I see, because I just don't see an aggressive Barry. I don't see him aggressive. Like Barry would take those mid-range. He's getting to the rim, getting rebounds, getting put back. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't see that Barry this season. I just don't. And I just think it's somebody said free Barry, but I just think that's what it is, man. To be honest with you, and as an organization, man, you have to understand and realize who he is, because this dude is a killer.
He can go, yeah.
So, but that's just speculation. Like, that's speculation. I don't know if that's true. It's just speculation.
Gotcha. Makes sense. All right, so I just wanted to ask you that. So my take on that game in particular, on paper, it did look like the Titans should be the team to take that game. But again, like you said about the Panthers, they have this never say die attitude.
Right.
And it's like, I don't care who ain't here. I don't care who is doing what. We coming to hoop, and we gonna play. It's like they're not playing like.
You see what Larry said?
Yeah, I see what Larry said. I ain't gonna do that.
Everybody sees it. So.
Yeah, I'm about to say everybody sees it.
So
everybody know what's up. But it's one of those things where if you look at losing Kane, losing Jordan for the season, take 60%. Warren traded away. Like, there's been a lot of different things happening with that team all season long.
Yeah.
And then you run up against you run up against a team like the Titans, where on paper, again, like they should be right in the mix of the championship, picture. I think we all pretty much figured that the Titans was gonna win that one, but then Panthers come out and they just literally outplayed the Titans. Now, this is one area I did want to talk about, where the Panthers almost gave it back to the Titans at the end. Mason activated in the fourth quarter, and just went crazy. Put back dunk. I think he got a couple of lays at the end. Like, Mason went crazy at the end and really, really did what I honestly, and he admits the same, should have been doing all game, if we're honest.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? What he should have been doing all game. And then another thing as to why the Titans lost, they shot way too many threes. Like, they had the size advantage on the Panthers. Like, the Panthers literally only had, one big, that was said.
Mm-hmm.
So they had the size advantage. But they had the size advantage, but three after three after three after three. And we were talking about it on the broadcast. We were like, hey, stop shooting, go to the hole. Like, they have no rim protection other than said, like, go to the hole. But then, so people talking about Sky speaking. What do they want you to speak on? Do you know what they want you to speak on?
Oh, that's Larry.
Oh, he wanted you to speak on this what he talking about.
Yeah, he want me to go in, bro.
Okay, I got you.
I ain't trying to do all that.
Um,
My wife will come back on the show again next week.
yeah, right. And I agree with TJ. On paper, they're the best team. You know, on paper, they talent wise with their full roster. I agree. But again, like they weren't playing the way they were supposed to play, and I think that gave the Panthers the confidence. That gave the Panthers everything they needed to even go up and take the lead.
Mm-hmm.
And then, you know, like I said, the game changed when they decided to start going to the rim, and then Mason started playing big, and then it was like, okay, we got a problem. And again, what happened on the Panthers side? The Panthers were getting sped up. Like that was one thing that I would point out about Kobe. Like Kobe they had the lead. They had the lead, and Kobe was still going 100 miles per hour. And it was like, I think that was a time to kind of be cerebral. And there was a little moment during the game where I literally said, Kobe passed it to Tate, and I said, that's the game right there. Because Tate held it, drug that last little bit of clock out, and then went and got a bucket. And I was like, you got to know, like, based on clock management and all the things, where y'all are, what the score is, and hey, we don't need to go 100 miles right now. We actually need to burn this whole clock.
Absolutely.
So, because they're getting close now. Also, I have to go, DJ, I disagree. Sean did an amazing job on the mic on Sunday. So definitely shout out Sean. He did an amazing job. He was shouting out people. He was encouraging people to go to the concession stand.
Yeah, Showtime, man. I because that was after, I think during my game.
During your game after,
yeah. Showtime by you. Hey. You did your thing, man. You did your thing. I liked it. You know, and that, man, at any time, you know, because I be.
No, he just put in the comment. He just said he want to come back this Sunday. Yeah, we definitely need him. We need him on that, back on that again, because he definitely he did a phenomenal job. Yeah. I actually want to tap you for the in-game commentary too, up there on the mic with us.
Yeah, man.
But we don't talk about it. We don't talk about it. We don't talk about it. But yeah, I think it was a good game overall. I mean, Bully closed the game. I don't remember his exact number that he finished with.
27.
He finished with 27.
Oh, yeah, 27.
So we're talking about 60%, 65%, whatever percent, Bully finishing with 27 points.
Yeah.
Like,
so basically, you know, when they built him in the lab, he was already 200%. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
so
break that down for us.
He was like 200%. You know, when they built him. So now after the incident and everything, like it just brought him down to, you know, he's really like still above. You know, he's still like at 120. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that's what it is. Because he's something going on. He's a robot, bro. Terminator. That's Terminator.
That was your original name for him, right?
Terminator,
that was your original name.
He was a robot, man. I'm telling you.
Yeah, man. We're gonna talk about the. I would love to be on the commentating. TJ, you want to be on TT? You want to be on the commentating team? Let me find out. Hey, man, I'm all for it. TJ, you can do just about whatever you want in SkyWest this season, brother, because you've been tearing the league up.
Yeah.
I hate the way we're going to have to get on you in a minute.
Yeah.
But you've been tearing the league up, my boy. God, dog. But yeah, that's it for me with that one. I just think, you know, the Panthers just played a heck of a game, and yeah, what can you say?
But I mean, if you look at who's getting the ball, who gets the most shot opportunities for the Titans, it should be Barry. It should be Mason, especially Mason down low, because he's really starting to, you know, get his game together and be in a good position to dominate down low. But you know, is that a because I'm pretty sure Backus is actually saying stuff like that, but a lot of times, you know, from what I understand, the players gotta listen to what the coach say.
Yeah.
You know, and if the coach is saying that you ain't listening, you know, at the end of the day, if it's me, you gotta sit down. You know what I'm saying? I mean, to be honest with you, and I just think that they have to make a tough decision sometimes, even if a player is dynamic. Sometimes you have to sit them down.
Yeah, it's true.
So.
It's true.
All right. So next game we had Black Ice versus Wolves. Black Ice actually won. You know, they had 81 and Wolves had 74.
Mm-hmm.
Black Ice is showing out this season, y'all. Darius, what you got to say?
You know how people say you just turn back the clock? How people talk about
Bruh.
turning back the clock?
Bruh.
Nah, Josh didn't turn back the clock. He took the clock off the wall
And
and he put a new one up there.
yeah,
Like,
he LeBron James us, bro.
yeah, he did. He Josh just said, you know, I can't turn this thing. We just gonna take it off. We're gonna put a new one up there. And we're gonna act like I did not have a surgery in the off season
Yeah.
to repair my leg. Like, we gonna act like none of that ever happened. And I'm finna give the Wolves the business, and that's exactly what he did.
Especially in the fourth quarter.
34 points. He finished the game with 34 points.
But how many have in the fourth quarter though?
What do you have? 17?
17.
17 in the fourth. So as Lance stated, Father Time did not win
No,
this
Father
week.
Time ain't father. It was son time.
Oh.
You know what I mean? It was son time.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it was crazy. But I will say though, just from that perspective, though, I know Josh has been battling a lot of injuries
Yeah.
for the past couple seasons
Yeah.
now. And so just to see him come back like that, and just to see him, you know, just be able to have a vintage game, if you will. It was pretty
At the
fun
right
to see.
time.
I know it was
At the right time.
at the right time. Yeah, absolutely at the right time. You know, it was at your expense, but I was able to just enjoy it. But and then, you know, here's the thing about it too. They did this without De'Aaron Fox as well too. That was another interesting piece because and Tank exactly, without De'Aaron Fox and without Tank, which is another interesting piece. Now on you guys' end, you guys did not have Josh as well.
Don't care. No excuses.
Well, I know. Look, and I know you ain't gonna make excuses, but I'm just saying, in the grand scheme, y'all both were missing people, so it was still a very even matchup. I will say that it was still a very even matchup. Now, I will say this: with y'all not having Frank as well, that again, no excuses, but it's almost like, and you know, people say what they say about him, but I mean, Golden State Warriors don't have 4 championships without Draymond Green.
Yep.
So Frank, I know TJ, Josh got on some of the secret juice, and y'all refused to share the Amazon link.
I need some.
Right.
I ain't even paying. I want some.
Put the Amazon link in the chat, please. Yeah, dog. But yeah, I think not having Frank, he anchors y'all defensively, and not even just being the anchor, but even like that grit. You know what I mean? That grit that's out on the floor. There were times during the game where I did not see that same grit that Frank normally would have brought. And I just think that just culture is everything with basketball teams. This year, you've been able to build a defensive culture, and Frank has anchored that culture. And so, I mean, he was overlooked in the draft, all these different things, and he came in with that chip on his shoulder, and he's probably one of the loudest, defensive presence in the game, today. And it's just like, I mean, y'all missing him. That was a big piece, and it showed. I mean, Black Ice, like nobody really had an answer for Josh. And if anything, I think Frank would have aggravated him.
He would have played him.
He would have played him. Yeah,
Frank, he would have said, "Let me play him." That's Frank.
He would have played him, and used all 6 if he had to stop him. So I don't know. It's one of those things where I just think just frankly put, Black Ice outplayed the Wolverines, and definitely, and of course this ain't nothing that you ain't already heard. I definitely believe we know Sham had a phenomenal game the game before, but he was having some trouble this game, and it was during some crucial moments that he was having that trouble, and I felt like you probably should have pulled him for a minute to allow him to just kind of regather himself and then maybe put him back in. But I think the decision to let him play through it, I think that also kind of hurt you guys as well, because it was like, I got a turnover on this end, then I came back down, didn't get a defensive stop. I need to make up for the turnover by coming back down, and then I shoot a quick 3. And it's like, wait, no. Like, you got to do something else. So I think it would have been a good idea if you had just pulled him in that moment and just kind of, hey, this is what I just kind of reset, you know what I'm saying? Reset him, because again, he's a very valuable player to the Wolverines. He's a guy that you want on the floor, that you need on the floor. DJ, I don't know if you want what you're asking for. He talking about, can we let Alicia talk first about that game? I don't even know. I don't know if he want what he asking for. But anyway, But yeah, that's just kind of my take on the game. Shout out to Black Ice. They are looking like a well-oiled machine. Lex got them together. They all seem together. Trajan, he's another one that's having like a return season where it's just like people were real out on Trajan. Oh, he from this team to this team, nobody really wants him. Da 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 da. Well, I bet that's not the case now.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think he's having a great. Year. I mean, Rodney back in Rodney form, doing Rodney things. I mean, Black Ice just looks really good. So yeah, that's my take on the game.
You know, I'll say this. You know, great teams know how to play through adversity. Great teams know how to coach through adversity. You know, and my whole thing is the reason I say no excuses is because we did have some adversity, but I don't care about that because we had a chance to win the game. We was up by 10 at one point. You know, so I think we lost. I mean, because I know what you were saying. Our intensity was there until the fourth quarter. The fourth quarter, our intensity was there. Even Tez, I got to give Tez credit because Tez had the last game he played, he had a rough game, and I got to give a shout out to him because he came out and he played some good basketball. Tez did, and my team overall, I think they did well through three quarters. It's the fourth quarter. Alexis made a good move in full court pressing us. You know, that's why I said you coaching these times. She made a good move in doing that. And Josh just took the mentality of, you know, they think I'm tired because, you know, I think the team thought they were tired, but not only that, even though Josh took over points wise, you had everybody rebounding. Offensive rebounding was off the charts in the fourth quarter for them, off the charts. So giving them 1, 2, 3, and 4 chances to score is what was really killing us. We'll get that initial stop, but you know, if it's a miss, they'll get it back. They'll get it back again. That was killing us. The other thing is whoever was playing Josh in the fourth quarter, what Josh was doing was we like to help a lot, right? So we turn our head, we turn back. It's my favorite thing for a player to do is not be there. Josh was cutting to the basket every time. And if he wasn't getting a score, he was getting fouled and getting to the free throw line. He's just a cerebral player, very smart. And he's just he plays the game in a way that's not physically demanding, if you get what I mean. He uses his brain, and because he's Father Time is there for him, but he plays very cerebral. So it's like, oh, you gonna help over here? All right, cool. I'm out of here. Boom, cutting straight to the basket, and that's what a lot of players in this league don't know how to do. All they want to do is sit on the 3-point line and say, "Give me the ball, give me the ball, give me the ball." Even though that man is double team, give me the ball. I want to shoot a 3, and Josh is like, "No, I want to take it to the hole because one or two things gonna happen. Either I'm gonna score, or I'm gonna get fouled and I'm gonna score the free throw line." So they just outsmarted us, man. Just to be honest with you, they outsmarted us. Great game. All kudos to them, man. I'm not super mad at my team or anything like that. You know, the whole shorthanded thing is a good thing sometimes. You need to know who you are when you don't have your stars, when you don't have people that has been a big part of your team. You need to know who you are then. So that's what builds you, I think. So we're going to learn from this. We're going to learn from this. And we're going to, you know, hey, I'm not taking it as a negative. You know, I'm taking it as a positive, you know. So losing sucks, though.
Indeed it does.
So,
All right. Well,
it's the Alicia show, baby.
we'll be back after this quick commercial break, y'all.
My name's Nicholas Sampson. I've been with the league for 4 years. What keeps me coming back to SkyWest? The competition always rises every year. The brotherhood and the family-like atmosphere that it brings. And then just my love for the game, man, honestly. Being a part of SkyWest has been like a family, man. I've been able to build a lot of relationships, learn how to network, learn how to really get to know people outside of basketball, and just, yeah, like I said, build a lot of friendships, honestly.
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and give y'all 5 minutes. So come on, let's bring it. Y'all ready?
Mhm.
I said what I said. That's number one.
Who we talking about? The Blazers?
Oh yeah. I see y'all in the chat. I said.
Yeah, we're gonna let her have this by herself. We're gonna let her talk to y'all one-on-one. Yeah, we're gonna give her the camera. It's all y'all. Go ahead, Lisa.
It's the walk-off for me. Number one, I said what I said. Lance, next time you want to make a reel, go ahead and tag me in it too. Yeah, that part. Y'all not unbeatable, and the game wasn't even a blowout. We gonna talk about it too. I feel like one of y'all. All right, yeah, and we'll wait because someone's gonna take the cake. I firmly believe. Come on, that someone's gonna beat y'all. I'm just waiting for it. Lil Bill, please.
Well,
Ooh.
DJ, we already know. Y'all, please. And if TJ wasn't ejected out the game, I feel like the last 2 quarters would have been very different. But yeah. Y'all, congratulations though. Y'all played, especially on that interview. Yeah. What happened? Oh. Yeah, congratulations. But you know.
so I'm gonna start with this one. I got the
That's live,
camera.
Lance.
I got the camera. Okay, I got the
That's
camera.
lies, Lance.
So wait, what happened?
We don't talk trash. That's lies, Lance. Stop it. Stop it, Lance.
Y'all don't talk trash.
Stop it, Lance. Some of y'all don't talk trash. Some of y'all.
Right.
Some of y'all that's quiet.
Right.
And I can, if you want me to name them, I can name them. But we ain't gonna go there. We ain't gonna be petty. And you ain't one of them that's quiet. So neither is DJ. But yeah, go ahead, Darius.
Okay. All right. Okay. So I got to talk to TJ first. Because I agree with some of the comments in terms of the if I'm reffing, I'm not blowing the whistle on that.
Nope.
Like the way that the momentum of the game was going, all the things. If I'm the ref, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not blowing the ref. I'm not blowing the whistle on that. However, for TJ, you're too important to your team to even risk that. I get it in that moment, like the momentum, the crowd goes crazy, you get the pull up, but it wasn't even the hang that was the problem. It was that last extra pull up that you did. And you gotta like mentally be in the space of, I already got one tech. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. You know, I already got one tech. Also, another thing, when somebody said, "Who cares what y'all do as a ref?" Do they recognize they're not the only ones with voices? Anybody recognize that other than us here? Who cares what y'all think about y'all team? Like, never mind. I ain't finna do this.
Nah, you know, because I talk too much. So you know,
I'm gonna stay on the game. I'm gonna stay on the game. I will say this. Somebody asked me, do I agree with the tech? It was the right call. And that's the part that aggravates me about that. Who cares what y'all would do as a ref? I'm able to be objective, unlike some people.
Yep.
You know, I'm able to say, hey, I don't agree with the call per se. Like, I wouldn't have done it. However, it was the right call. So I'm being objective.
If it was their team, they would be screaming.
They'd be saying,
you know what I'm saying? Like that's the thing. If it was against them and one of their major players got kicked out, they would be doing the same thing. So
yeah, it's the same thing.
Stop.
Same thing. So anyway, point that I was making is, and by the way, I wasn't even talking to y'all. I was talking to TJ. The point is, TJ, in that moment, you know, you got to have it, you know, in your mind, like, hey, I already got one tech, so I can't even put myself in that position because, again, it's not just enough to. It's not. I know, Dwight. You know I got to talk though. It's not just enough to. How do I put it? It's not just enough to get to where y'all got at halftime. You know what I mean? It's not just enough to get to where y'all got up to a certain point in the third quarter, but you got to close it out. In order to really make the statement, you got to close it out. You know what I mean? And so, I look, TJ, I'm sorry, bro, but they weren't under you at the time. Like there wasn't anybody there. That's why the ref blew the whistle. Nobody was there. And then DJ talking about I'm not objective when it comes, bro. Stop. You really just want to, you know how people say you just want to hear yourself talk, like you just want to see yourself type, bro. You just want to see your comments scrolling up at this point because that's not true. Anyway, other than that though, I mean, I have to give kudos to the Savages for the game that they played. I mean, they played like they wanted it more, and I don't care what the other team says. They were scared, and they definitely thought that they might lose that game. Now, I will, because I am able to be objective, I will say the Blazers and that comeback, the way that they were able to stay down, the coaching job that Dwight did, and the way that I think I watched them string together a 9-0 run that turned the entire game. All three of them were three-pointers. So that's another thing. Another thing in terms of adjustments that I felt like the Savages, you got to see that. I think Gino hit one, Quinn hit one, and somebody else, and they were all back to back because I was literally standing there. I was standing there at the door, and I saw all three of. The record is 1-5, DJ. What do you think? It speaks for itself. I can be objective. Like, come on, bro. I'm not you. Don't try to make me you. I'm not you. Anyway, yeah, throwing me off my train of thought. Like,
don't let him throw you off.
Anyway,
Don't let him throw you off.
like I said, they were nervous. I don't care what nobody said. But like I said, I will give them the kudos that they deserve in terms of the comeback. Like, in terms of coming back, like, they stayed together as a team. A lot of teams, they would start going against each other, all that kind of stuff like that. It's your fault. It's my fault. Finger pointing. But Blazers didn't do that. They came together. And, I mean, I don't know. Because they went zone on them, right? Mm-hmm. They went zone on them. So, I don't know that I go zone on the Blazers because they have too many people that can knock down shots.
It was working.
Okay, well, you said it was working. I'm going to let you take it from there. Go ahead.
Yeah, the zone actually was working, but they stopped playing it. So they stopped playing it, and then the Blazers came back. So that's what happened. And I talked to Jordan personally about that. And Jordan said that he wanted them to stay in the zone, but they began to do what they wanted to do. So once again, gotta listen to your coach. You know what I'm saying? You gotta listen to your coach. The zone was working. So and they do have knockdown shooters, but that zone was slowing them down. It was messing with them. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, but speaking on what you speak on, man, at the end of the day, Savages, you know, and Blazers, yeah, they getting on my nerves in the chat right now, but I got to give them kudos. You know what I'm saying? They won the daggone game. They were down by 20. You know what I'm saying? Savages, what are you doing? You know what I'm saying? You were up by 20 points. I say the same thing about my team when we off of my team because we was up by 10. But at the end of the day, what were you doing? Like, what caused them to come back like that? Like, you got to look at yourself in the mirror as well, you know. And then talking about TJ, it is a level of maturity that you do have to have. We know TJ had a vendetta. You know what I'm saying? He really wanted to beat them.
And he played like
he wanted to beat them. And it's nothing against you, TJ. You were balling, but bruh, the best ability is availability. True. And you took yourself out of the game. You know what I'm saying? And you have to just be very careful when it comes to that. But it's interesting. I guess I'm gonna get a whooping for this. But it's interesting that Lance said we have Dwight, but your head coach is Miguel. So I don't know if you're throwing shots. This is what Lance said on the comments. Y'all want to go back and read it. It's on the comments. So you said we're never scared because we have Dwight. I don't understand the dynamic.
Sorry,
in that.
Is this the same community coach who had 3 different teams last season?
Well, I mean, I ain't gonna talk bad about Dwight because Dwight is.
He's a good coach.
He's a
Don't
good
get
coach.
me wrong.
He's doing his thing, but I mean, the disrespect in that comment to Miguel is crazy to me. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, and this was by you, Lance. This is what you said. So I'm just gonna, I'm just gonna leave it at that. So because that's disrespectful to the coach that put that team together. That's disrespectful to the coach that's
He
had
just doubled down on
that
it.
has conversations with Darius and I when y'all were trying to get Mike. That, you know what I'm saying? Like, that had conversations with us, and that when y'all won that championship, that was the coach that was crying. You know what I'm saying? And that was so happy. You understand what I'm saying? So come on, man. You disrespecting your coach and talking about Dwight, which Dwight is great. Don't get me wrong. You know what I'm saying? But man, you gotta.
Oh, same as Miguel. There we go. Now we want to talk about the actual head coach of the team.
Exactly.
Oh, okay. Thank you for that.
So
That's all we were trying to get to. Like, dang, like.
Shout out
what
Miguel.
I'm saying. So come on, shout out Miguel too. You should have said Miguel and Dwight. You know what I'm saying? Because Miguel brought Dwight over, and they're a good tandem together. You know what I'm saying? They're doing well together, and you guys are undefeated because of it. So I do want to say that. But anyway, but you guys played great basketball. You came back. You were upset. I could tell that you guys were a little upset and a little flustered and frustrated. I don't think I've ever seen Kel throw a ball at a referee and get a tech call. So, you know, that was interesting to see, because Kel is normally a kind of calm, cool-headed guy. So, you know, but I'll say, man, at the end of the day, right now, as much as people hate the Blazers, as much as all of that's going on, they're still, and you wrote in the comments, they're still 6-0 at the end of the day.
Mm-hmm.
So being objective, as you were talking about, Darius, you guys are still the team to beat, period. At the end of the day, you're still the team to beat. And right now, nobody's figured out those puzzle pieces to beat you guys. So kudos to y'all. A 20-point comeback, you know, after all this fussing and fighting and stuff like that. At the end of the day, me being objective is saying right now they're the top team in this league, and I'll leave it at that.
No, I mean, ain't no taking that away. And TJ said, "How does he need to be mature?" I don't think it's a maturity thing. I think it's more so recognizing.
Right.
I mean, he says that he was protecting himself. From my point of view of the dunk, there was nothing really. Now I get that it's different when you're up there and how it feels. So he probably felt like he needed to, but he really didn't need to. But Sky's saying he's saying that TJ saying that let's see how mature he is next week. Like I said, I don't think that it's a maturity thing. I just think, again, and I agree with Bully's comment. The tech was terrible. That first tech was terrible. And I'm gonna go ahead and just plug this right now. The top tier leadership of Sky West is having conversations about the refereeing situation, because Sunday was egregious at best for a lot of different reasons. So we taking care of that. So they're saying IQ and discipline is what he lacked in that moment. Like I said, I just think knowing that I have one tech, I cannot afford to get another, because TJ, like we just keep saying, bro, like you're too important to that team. You know, you need the TJ PJ tandem that we've been seeing, and we definitely won't leave out Steve as well. Like we need that big three working together in order to pull off what y'all started to do. Y'all were there, y'all just couldn't hold it. And momentum in a basketball game is a real thing. And the moment that TJ got thrown out of the game, the momentum completely shifted in the Blazers' favor and never got it back. So, but yeah, that's what we'll leave that. That's what we'll leave that.
I TJ, whatever you need to use to, you know what I'm saying, get crunk against us, I understand. That's what players do. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I meant by that. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't saying that you're an immature person. It was just saying in that moment, you know what I'm saying? You wanted to show them that we got this. You know what I'm saying? And pulling up on the rim and stuff like that, it is what it is, bro. And it got you kicked out of the game and unavailable to help your team win. So that's all I was saying. But I know y'all play us next week, so you need something to, you know, fuel you, you know. So if you want to use that, that's fine, man. I want the best you anyway. I want the best you. I want your best team. You know what I'm saying? And that's how it is every week for every team. I want the best players to play the best. I want all the players to play the best they can. So and the best team win. So we'll leave it at that.
Stephon, that's actually very true. He said, "I see all." Yes, he actually does. He does. And also, by the way, yes, we the timing for last week. Yeah, we definitely been able to deduce. That's a referee thing. they holding the ball for 7-8 seconds before an inbound and taking 10 minutes to deliberate a challenge and all this other kind of stuff. So we're dealing with it. Just so everyone knows, the league is handling it for sure. But yeah.
All right, enough about them. Next,
Oh, wow.
we had Red Hawks versus Warriors. Warriors had 69 and Red Hawks had 60. We'll start with you, Scott.
Well, I'll say this. I'm gonna say two things about what the Warriors did. Rashad just decided I'm just gonna take over, and do what I do. And God, I hate to say this, but I don't think Danny was in the game. Like, he wasn't in the game. Like, and I don't know if that was a part of the game plan or what it was, but I felt like they kind of shied away from Danny and went to some other players to actually, to get that team a dub. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what's going on with that, but I do know that Rashad was like, man, I gotta go out here and put this team on my back, and he became the Rashad that we used to seeing. He was a bully down low, man. He was dominant, doing what he needed to do. Red Hawks, I don't know why Key was playing point. I do know, but I'll let Darius divulge that if he wants to, because I don't want to put people's business out there. But he was playing point guard. That was a little weird to me. It just, I don't know, man. I felt like it was really no organized thing going on with the Red Hawks sometimes. And it may be because the players weren't listening to the coach or whatever like that. I just felt like, at times it was a lot of I want to be the hero. You know what I'm saying? But I will say I did see a good game out of Suspect. I think Suspect had a great game. Justin, I love Justin. I like Justin. He just need to gain a little bit more weight. You know what I'm saying? Because Justin, he makes the right plays, but that dude just get beat up. You know what I'm saying? And he gets touched. I'm just like, God, man. But he makes the right cuts to the basket. He does what he needs to do. But I think the Red Hawks fought, but I think the Warriors were just upset. And then I think I said you guys are gonna win, and sometimes that sparks them. And I just think, like I said, Rashad came out and he really dominated. I don't think the Red Hawks really had an answer for him. And then even after he got his shots up and stuff like that, I believe the supporting cast actually played well around what he was doing. Jay Steele got a couple of those smart, charge calls and stuff like that. It was just they played good overall basketball. And I still think the Red Hawks are trying to figure it out, to say the least. Even with Troy, it's just like, man, like he had a monstrous rebounding game like he normally does. But I still think he's trying to find his way around the team. It's just it's kind of like it's the middle of the season, the second half of the season. It's like, man, you want to have that stuff together, but these players just joined the team. You know what I'm saying? So it's hard to get everything together. So, but I'll let Darius speak to his Red Hawks. But I just, like I said, I just think it was more of it was Rashad domination, but at times it was a good team effort by the Warriors too. I think they played a lot harder. And they just wanted that win. That's what I saw. So I'll give it to you, Darius.
I don't even want to talk about this game. Man, look, bottom line, we didn't do what we were supposed to do. I mean, that's what it boils down to. Again, it's not to knock anything that the Warriors did, first and foremost. Rashad was his dominant self. Jay Steele, cerebral vet that always he's gonna find a way to score. He's gonna find a way to affect the game. Doing what he does. I mean, Amari, Larry playing for the Warriors. I mean, doing all the things that Larry brings to the game. Oh, I'm getting there. I'm getting there. I'm getting there, Zai. Don't worry. I'm getting there. It takes nothing away from what the Warriors did, but you know, as my teammate pointed out in the chat, Red didn't play with no heart.
Mhm.
Didn't play with no heart. And I mean, I keep saying it, and people are just like, you know, and you know, whatever. People, we have a defensive problem. Like, people need to care more about defense. Take it personally. If somebody is going at you, take it personal. Like, yeah, there was a couple of moments where, you know, Key was, you know, fouling and whatever. But I'm just like, I would rather that than, you know, no effort at all in some instances. So I just think that's number one. Just playing with no heart. And like I said, a lot of times, no, this isn't spec. I feel you, Zai. I felt you, bro. Look, I told you I didn't disagree with nothing you said back in the back. To a certain degree, you know, we were playing 4-on-5 a lot of the time. Danny wasn't even looking at the rim. So when Danny was in the game, we was playing 4-on-5. Why was that not exploited?
Because he wasn't
checked in.
He was not checked in.
He was not checked into the game at all. So it's just like they were playing we were playing 4-on-5 the entire time. Not the entire, but whenever he was in, we were playing 4-on-5 because he was not checked in offensively or defensively.
No.
So it's like, why was that not exploited? Like, that was a game that we could have, you know, taken care of, and that's a game that we could have taken control of, and we just didn't do that. We went down very early, had to fight our way back, took the lead, but again, just let it get out of hand. So I'm trying to say stuff without divulging locker room stuff, because you know we don't do that. But yeah, just bottom line, that was a game that we very well could have and should have taken, just based on certain parameters, like having a whole starter checked out. But hey, we didn't do it. I mean, certain things you can't teach. You can't teach hustle, you can't teach heart, you can't teach effort. You know, you can't give someone a motor. Like, you just can't do it. Like, you just can't do it. So you can't give someone a certain basketball philosophy, especially at our big ages. Like, you essentially are who you are.
What you mean by big ages? What big ages?
We ain't kids. This ain't youth sports. Like,
I got you, man.
You know what I'm saying? Like, this ain't youth sports. So it's just kind of one of those things where it's just like you can't teach those things. At this point, everybody gonna be what they are. All these men are grown in this league. So if your philosophy is offense is the way that we need to go, and offense is the most important thing, then you can't teach somebody that, hey, they can't score, they can't win. We need to prioritize this. So, you know, I mean, yeah, I'm gonna stop there. I'm gonna leave it at that.
Yep. Yeah, it's cool. I ain't got nothing else to say. I mean, it was what it was. I ain't got nothing else to say about these comments either. They funny.
All right. Well, we finna go to another commercial break, and we'll be right back with our life moment.
We're here to unlock greatness.
What they say doesn't matter.
What I do defines me.
Respect is our currency. Brotherhood is our culture. What comes between us? Nothing.
We are family.
We are competition.
We are
SkyWest Basketball.
All right. So we're gonna get to this life moment.
Let's get it.
Before we do get to the life moment, and this is a moment where I am asking all crazy comments and all that stuff ceases for this moment. Because one thing about us here at SkyWest, we are a family. And another thing is that we don't forget who helped us get where we've gotten to this point. Received some very sad news today that one of our family members, close family members, Kiana, lost. I don't want to disclose who she lost, but it was somebody very, very close to her. And I'll just say immediate family. So everybody watching, SkyWest family, y'all know what we do in these moments. I'm asking y'all, maybe if you don't call, because sometimes that can be overwhelming in terms of a bunch of phone calls, or maybe send a text, just let Tyler and Kiana know that you're praying for them, and just, she needs a lot of support at this time. And Kiana, we just want to let you know that we're here, we're supporting you. You have our numbers, so if you need to call us, talk to us. I've already got my father on alert, so he was kicking it with y'all at the wedding, so I already got him on alert. If you need to call him, just whatever needs to happen. We just want you to know that your SkyWest family is behind you. The reason why I have to take this moment, Tyler and Kiana, Tyler has been with us from the beginning of this journey.
Talking about the beginning, Miss Jerseys,
like the literal beginning, the first tryout we've ever had, the first, all the above. Like, he's been with us from the beginning, and his imprint and fingerprint. If you look throughout SkyWest, it's been some of everywhere. Yeah. He's been a player. He's been a coach. He's been an owner. He's been even a ref at one point. Like Tyler
he did put a ref.
He did. Tyler has stepped in any way that we have asked him to when it has come to SkyWest. And, arguably we may not get to this point without him. And then when he met Key jumped right on in. Right. I mean, she literally has stepped in any way we've ever needed her. As a matter of fact, I came through the door Sunday and saw her at the check-in table, checking people in. What you doing here?
Pops is on vacation.
Exactly.
Man. She just stepped in. That's that's great.
Yeah. So that's why it was just like, forget everything else for this moment.
Yeah.
And, we just want to take this moment and let our sister know, that we're with you, that we're standing behind you. And, like I said, we're here if you need us. So, like I said, y'all in the chat, everybody been commenting on everything else all night, but I need to see y'all. I see some of y'all starting to do it already, but just, hit Key up and just we just let you know we got you. So with that being said, we are going to go to the life moment, and the word that we're going to focus on tonight is foundation. So with a foundation, in the terms of construction and building, everybody wants to build something impressive. Everybody wants, and in the context of what I mean in this particular case, everybody, when it comes to life, everybody wants to build a life that is impressive, or that is comfortable, or that is, desirable. You know what I mean? But the question is posed, what is your life built on? What is that foundation like? And I mean, this foundation, it bleeds into anything, a foundation in business, a foundation in family, for us, a foundation in ministry, a foundation in your career. Like, what is your foundation built on? And the thing about foundations, the stronger you're building, meaning however grand you want life to be, or how big you want life to be, or the success that you want to amass, or whatever, your foundation has to be deeper. So however strong your building is, your foundation has to be even deeper, because if it's not, it won't hold up. Whatever it is you build on top of it, it won't hold it up. Mm-hmm. And so let's talk about some foundational things. Character. That's number one. Like, your character. And let's define character. Character is not who you are when the cameras are rolling, who you are when the boss is watching, who you are, when people have eyes. Character is who you are when nobody is watching. The one to where it's just like, hey, this ain't my place, this ain't my whatever, but I see this trash on the floor, I'm just gonna get it up, because if it were my establishment, or if it were this, if it was that, I wouldn't want somebody to leave that there. So I'm just gonna pick it up. Nobody's here to see it. I don't get no good job, I don't get no thank you, but it's just in my heart to do this good deed just because. That's character. And so character is a foundational piece because a lot of times you'll have talent, but talent will take you places that if you have bad character, it won't keep you. You see it all the time where you got all these people that get overnight success or all these people that have not developed their character. They get all the way to the top and then they got this nasty attitude and now nobody wants to. I see it all the time in the film industry. Like people, and that's why it's so fun to be behind the scenes because you see like how many people, these celebrities that people love, a lot of people don't like these people.
Right.
Because you would never believe people that I've heard. I ain't gonna start naming because I don't want to get in trouble. But people that people think are so sweet on TV, people say, I hate working with that person. I hate working with her. I hate working with her. That's why you'll see people, they'll get like, oh, they were hot in 2020, 2021, 2022, but now they can't find work. And it's like, well, why not? Because directors don't want to work with them no more because their character took them somewhere. Their talent took them somewhere. Their character couldn't sustain them. Integrity, another foundational piece. Again, something being done when no one is watching. You know good and well that didn't belong to you, or you know good and well that you shouldn't have said that, or you know good and well that because of the position you hold, you can't say certain things. But yet you're saying those things and you're doing those things and you're causing division and you're doing all these things. You're not upholding your integrity.
Mm-hmm.
That's another foundational piece that will keep you out of things. And this foundational piece, which, I mean, honestly, this is the biggest foundational piece. This is the foundational piece. It's faith. What is your foundation built on? You know, my foundation, and I know you guys too, foundation is built on Christ.
Absolutely.
It has to be. That is the only solid rock that we have that can withstand anything. Like I said, the stronger the building, the deeper the foundation has to be. With the foundation being built on Christ, it don't matter how strong of a building you're trying to build, that foundation can sustain it. Because, and I mean, literally, it says, like, literally, on Christ, a solid rock, I stand, all other ground is sinking sand. Literally, if I build on anything else, if you just try to build on character, if you just try to build on integrity and you try to do it without Christ, it's still sinking sand. Because Christ is the only solid rock that can withstand whatever it is you're trying to build. So with foundation, like I said, you have to have those three things. I'm putting faith at the top. You know, you got to have that first. So again, I make my challenges every week. If you do not have a foundation in Christ, y'all come find me. Come find Sky, come find Alicia, like any of us. If you don't have a foundation in Christ, we got to start there, because I'm telling you, with that, when you start there and get that part right, all the other things will start working themselves out.
Yeah.
You know, character, integrity, all those other things will start working themselves out through Christ, but it's got to start with Christ. And I think that's the part that a lot of times we miss, because a lot of people say, oh, well, I don't want to get close up on God and Christ and all that kind of stuff like that, because I got to fix character. I got to fix my integrity. I got to stop doing this, or I got to stop doing that. Well, I'll just go ahead and kill that for y'all tonight. You can't fix it on your own, or else.
No matter how hard you try.
No matter how hard you try, you can't fix it on your own, or else you would have fixed it already. So, and that ain't even what he wants. He like, Christ is just like, forget all that. Just come here. Just come, draw close to me, and I will show you how to fix it. And not only fix it temporarily, but sustain what you have fixed and create something new. That's what it says. If you're in Christ, you're a new creature. So you have to have that part first. And then once you get that part, you can get into the other parts of foundation. So what y'all think?
Lisa, you selection place. I'll be like, shoot. Last, just say a little P.
As someone who does work, well, I've worked in customer service for a long time. So I've dealt with a bunch of managers and things of that sort. And I've always said, like, your character is going to speak for you before your mouth does. So whenever you walk in a room, your character is going to define you before anything else. Something you said spoke to me when you were talking about Christ. Who the Son sets free is free indeed. I think a lot of people growing up in church, you know, when I was younger, it was like, oh, you can't do this. If you wear earrings, if you wear jeans to church, you're going straight to hell. And so the older I got, I'm like, well, do I really need to be here? Like, does God really love me? Because I'm not fitting into this perfect bubble. You'll never be perfect. You'll never get it all right. And I think that's such a big misconception that people have about the church and Christians. But I think the thing that I've learned at this age, at 27, is that you can't depend on the humans because humans are flawed. Yes, I build a relationship with God, not with people. People will fail you every single time. People will fail you, but God will never fail you, no matter what it looks like. When you were talking about foundation, it just reminded me of like a tree. Trees, you know, we go through seasons. Branches of the tree, you know, they grow leaves, they grow fruit, but those things fall. Once winter hits, what happens? The leaves fall off the tree. However, branches fall off the tree. However, big trees, you know, those super huge oak trees, those roots are so deeply implanted that nothing can break that. So it's like no matter what you're building, your foundation has to be strong. You have to be rooted in Christ. Because if you're rooted in Christ, no matter what happens, especially with this economy now, with like the job layoffs, and like I went through it. I think Sam was going through something as well. But it's like with so many things happening around us, what COVID, hantavirus or whatever it was,
Right.
it's like it's so many things happening around us, and it's only going to get worse. So it's like if you're not rooted in something, you're going to crumble every single time. Yeah, that's all I got.
When you're talking about foundation, and when you're talking about a building, you're talking about a tree.
Mm-hmm.
Foundations aren't seen.
That's true.
It's under something.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And it upholds something great, but it's not even seen. And it's just interesting that character and integrity, what you're talking about, is unseen as well. But that's because the foundation is unseen, and because that is a branch of the foundation is character and integrity.
And faith is the evidence of things
Hope for it, evidence thing not seen.
unseen.
Mm-hmm.
All three of those things are not seen.
They're not seen. You know, so that's a big thing. That's what I was taking from that, man, is what you do behind closed doors is something that you have to really, really think about. Have to really look at yourself in the mirror and say, you know, there ain't nobody watching. What am I doing? When I'm in the parking lot and I got a chance to drink the beer out in our parking lot, you know what I'm saying? Or drink this stuff or smoke weed, you know what I'm saying? What is that saying about your character? Because you know the rules, you know what I'm saying? But since nobody's watching, I can do this. But when Darius walks outside, we start throwing stuff or trying to hide stuff. You know what I'm saying? That's bad character, man. That's bad. That's a bad foundation, and we gotta fix that type of stuff. And we just gotta get better as human beings with that. But going back to what you said about trying to fix something, when he said "come as you are," a lot of people that go to church believe that has something to do with clothing. It has nothing to do with clothing. It has everything to do with exactly who you are.
Mm-hmm.
You are when Jesus came, it was somebody trying to cast stones at a lady that, you know, was promiscuous. You know what I'm saying? And he said, "You without sin cast the first stone."
Right.
And then he told that lady, he said, "Go and sin no more." And it's just like, man, he honored her, even though she was something that was frowned upon. He honored her and told her to believe in him. You get what I'm saying? And that's what was going to take her places. And that was what was going to help her not sin like that anymore, is because she was getting a foundation piece. And so it's just important for us to do that and make sure that we're doing the right things when nobody's looking.
Yeah. And I'll just leave with this. Y'all know I give some form of a challenge. I'll just leave with this. You said something that struck me: when we go behind closed doors. That is one thing that is unavoidable to any of us. We all got to go. We all have that person behind closed doors. We all got to go behind closed doors. None of us can avoid that. And so that's literally the most important person that everyone has to focus on, who you are behind closed doors, because you can be this way around friends that can help mask how you truly are, how you truly feel. They can make you laugh. They can make you do all the things, but still, when you leave that hangout, when you leave the game, when you leave wherever you are, you still got to go home and get behind closed doors. Mm-hmm. And who you are behind closed doors, that is the person that affects the success or the failure when it comes to life. It's not the person that people see. By the time success is seen, there's a whole lot that has been done behind closed doors.
Absolutely.
By the time a movie comes out, there's a whole film, edit, all the above.
Everything.
All of it.
Years of work sometimes too.
Yeah. This Sky West, by the time it gets to the season starting, there's a whole lot that happens behind closed doors. Case in point that I'm making, pay attention to what's going on behind closed doors first. Who you are behind closed doors, who you are when no one else is around. How do I feel in that time? How do I, what do I think during that time? What happens during that time? Like, that is the most important person that you have to deal with, because ultimately that is the foundation of anything that you're going to be able to build in life. It's going to start with that person right there, the one behind closed doors. So character, integrity, faith, put that faith on top. And that's our life moment for the week.
And we appreciate you guys for real, because they did what you asked them to do.
Tapping in, okay. We definitely appreciate that for sure.
Like, we might be talking trash and all that stuff, but I do want to recognize that, when you did say that, even Lance said, okay, pause for now. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a high level of respect. Out of all the trash we talk, we appreciate you guys when you kind of understand the situation and know that, even though we're quote unquote enemies on the basketball court and stuff like that, we're still a brotherhood, and that shows that y'all really believe in that. So we appreciate you guys for doing that.
For sure.
Yeah. And speaking of foundation, just last piece, it also just goes to show the foundation of what you guys have built here, the family culture, the brotherhood, the sisterhood. So I love that.
That's what it's about.
All right.
All right, where we headed, Alicia? Where we headed?
My favorite time of the night.
Mm-hmm.
Who you got? All right, so first game, we got Warriors versus Black Ice.
I'm going Black Ice. Them boys rolling.
Definitely.
Yeah, I don't think the Warriors have enough pieces right now, especially if De'Aaron Fox comes back for Black Ice. I just don't think they have enough pieces and Danny being not locked in is kind of messing with me. You know what I'm saying, when it comes with the Warriors a little bit. But I just think right now just the power that they have, man, I think they got it. I think Black Ice got this.
All right, so we 3 for 3.
Mm-hmm.
All right, next game, Savages versus Wolves.
Yeah,
we already know who you got.
TT, we coming for you. You know what I'm saying? And it is what it is. It is what it is. We come for you, TT. It's a tough one.
I'm gonna go Savages.
Yeah, that's tough. I think I'm gonna go Savages too, though. That's tough.
That's gonna be
That's tough. Yeah, I'm gonna go Savages. Mm-hmm. Just because I think they're a little pissed right now because they know they were supposed to close that. But I mean, here yet again, I think the Wolves probably could be a little pissed. Man, I'm just gonna stick with my pick. I'm just gonna go Savages.
That's good.
All right, Blazers versus Titans.
Blazers.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Blazers on that one.
You might as well say Blazers. Alicia. Let's keep going.
I guess.
I mean, we
but
gotta
looking,
look
yeah.
at basketball, like not attitudes, like
Oh, ain't no attitude. Ain't yeah, no, it's all love.
attitude. I'm
But
talking about, you know.
yeah. But yeah, basketball wise, yeah, I'm gonna have to go Blazers.
Yep.
All right, 3 for 3 again. Next, we got Chargers versus Panthers.
Never say die Panthers, man. That's crazy, man. But I do think they were playing a team that in the Titans that just hadn't figured it out yet. So I think I'm gonna go with the Chargers on this one, just because I think the Chargers have figured something out. You know what I'm saying? They look better.
Yeah.
They look more like the Chargers. So you know, it is what it is.
I'm gonna have to go Chargers.
Yeah, I gotta go Chargers too.
Dang. Somebody choose something else. I'm
I'm about to say,
I
this,
choose the Panthers.
yeah, I'm like, we don't never agree this much. What's going on?
No, right.
But I mean, at this point in the season, though, it's kind of the teams.
You can
kinda
see
they
who
are.
is.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
hard to. I don't want to just disagree to just disagree. You know. So, but hey, man, I'm pulling for a good game. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day.
Absolutely. And last but not least, you got Red Hawks versus
It
Bulldogs.
was almost defeated, but it's not. It's not. And man, I'm going out on a limb for y'all again, man. I'm going out on a limb for the Red Hawks. I think because size wise, y'all got an advantage if y'all use it right. You know what I'm saying? I think y'all got it, man. To be honest with you, this is actually a tough game though, because it's two tough situations. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
But I'll give y'all a leg up, especially if y'all have a coach as well there. That just gives a team a leg up too. So I'll say that.
I'm gonna go Red Hawks.
We know you're going Red Hawks.
Right.
You know.
Actually,
Oh Lord, he about to shake the room. Wait a minute.
I'm gonna piss my team off
I'm waiting on the shake.
because everybody said that with their chest last week, and what was supposed to happen. And, oh, Red Hawks. And I've sat here every week and said Red Hawks just because I'm a part of that organization.
Oh, you being
But
objective?
I'm being actually very objective right now. If the Red Hawks don't, number one, come together. Number two, play like they know how to play basketball. Number three, I ain't studying DJ right now. DJ is on a whole clown show tonight. I'm gonna let him have it too. I'm gonna go Bulldogs if the Red Hawks don't play like they got sense.
Take this shit.
And I hope my team is watching, because that's the same look that we had on our faces last week after that loss. It's the same thing that's gonna happen again. We're gonna play like we got sense. So I'm gonna say Bulldogs. Prove me wrong, team.
Boom. God dog. Oh Lord. Oh. It's an earthquake.
I'm not doing this with you tonight.
Oh.
He's shaking his
Hold the
head.
cameras. Hold the cameras.
Hey DJ, we saw the comment the first time. You think the game ends in a tie? Ha ha. We didn't laugh the first time. Typing in again is not gonna make it funnier. Just saying.
Well, this week is definitely going to be interesting, for sure.
Hey man, listen. We can't end the show like that, man. Hey, go hug somebody or something. God, dog. We can't end the show like that because everybody think everybody mad and stuff.
No, man. Here's the thing. I'm not. This is my thing, and I'm gonna lead this at this. I'm gonna lead this at this. Oh, see, I'm about to. He said his show starts at 11 p.m. I I was about to say something. I ain't gonna do that. But here's my thing, and I'm all for popping it for your team. All for it. All for it. But the things that you have to say about other organizations, don't get beside yourself in the sense of if you were not a part of said organization, you might not be as much of a main character as you're making yourself. So all I'm saying is scripture says pride comes before destruction. So all I'm saying is, you know what I'm saying? Talk your junk, hype, do whatever you want to do, but let's not be disrespectful. Because the same way I'm going to sit here and always exercise a certain level of decorum, if I'm going to give you respect, give me respect as well. Give others respect as well. Because again, you're in a great situation. You have great coaches, you got great teammates, you got brothers, you got sisters, all the things. And it's funny. But after a while, it gets a little disrespectful. And I'm just leave that at that. Have fun on After Dark.
You need a belt?
Mm-mm. Nah. Nope. Nope. Y'all know I'm quiet a lot. I leave this to you.
Yeah.
I'm quiet a lot. I don't say much. I just let it go. But everybody gets to that point. Anyway, I'm excited about Sunday. I'm excited about Sunday. Hey, it's been a great season. You know, it's been a wonderful SkyWest season. You know, we've gone up again. You know, we go up every season, and you know, I'm really happy. You know what I mean? I'm excited. I'm working on a special guest for Sunday too, so I'll keep that under wraps. You know, until what we got going on. Showtime. Hope we see you back on the mic Sunday. Pierre's gonna be back. The music's gonna be back. You know, all the things.
Checking everybody's screen after this earthquake you just caused.
I ain't causing no earthquakes. I ain't causing no earthquakes. I'm just, hey, look, like I said, I'm quiet 90% of the time, and I just let stuff ride. But you know, tonight, yeah, we just gonna talk a little. We're just gonna talk a little bit. That's all.
But well, yeah.
It's all good, man. We gotta love each other. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's all.
No, make no mistake. It's all love.
It's all.
Like, make no mistake.
No.
It's all love.
I'm just saying we gotta end the show with love. You know what I'm saying? We gotta end the show with love because you know we ain't mad. We ain't mad.
I ain't worried about you.
You know what I'm saying? We just like to have fun. So
It's all a show.
it's all a show.
All right, y'all. Well, we love y'all.
Dwight, a little bit, Dwight. A little bit.
I'm gonna tell you though, it's more geared towards the team, probably. You know what I'm saying?
No, it was geared towards what I said it was about.
Ooh, I'm trying
No,
to
don't do that. It's geared towards what I said it was about. Because I mean, I don't care what happens. I always remain respectful.
That's true.
I don't care what happens.
That's true.
So you know,
That's true.
when we work too hard. Never mind. I'm not going back into it. I already said my piece, bro.
It is what it
I already
is,
said my
bro.
piece. We good.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, I do have to say this. I'm gonna say this last thing about the Blazers because I failed to mention this. They did this all while Sean wasn't there.
They did.
They did this all while he wasn't there. So like I said, I'm gonna give kudos where kudos is due. He wasn't there, and they still won the game. And that's
Bro, let's be clear. This is not Blazers hate.
no.
This is not Blazers hate. Not even a little bit. Blazers is one of my favorite teams in the league. Some of my favorite people in the league are on that team.
Yeah.
This is not Blazers hate. And I just want to make sure that is very, very clear. Like,
Yeah.
them my people over there. Like, this is not Blazers hate. And I want to make sure that's clear.
And Lance, I will have burgers ready. So you know what I'm saying? 'Cause y'all always buy them, so we appreciate it. You know what I'm saying?
Look, that's one of them. One of my favorite people in the league. That's one of them.
We had burgers right because hey, if Lance ain't gonna buy nothing, this Joker's gonna buy a burger, and he probably buy a double cheeseburger with some brisket on it and all of that stuff. So hey, they do be supporting too. Their fans be supporting. So
Absolutely.
hey man, it is what it is, man. I just wanted to say what it was. You know what I'm saying? Had to mention it because none of us mentioned it, so I wanted to make.
No, that's an excellent point. That's an excellent point because I mean, people saw that he wasn't there, and
Yeah.
Savages got it. Savages got it. And then that was the thing that was being said if the Savages would have won. they were already gearing up to be like, well, they didn't have we didn't have Sean, and we still came out with the dub. So definitely kudos. And absolutely, Lance, of course.
Lance, all love, brother. All love.
All right. Well, tell a friend and tell a friend to be at Sky West on Sunday because y'all don't want to miss it. We love y'all. We out.